owe me 100, I owe you 100.
Hi guys, I'm just having a quick look at
Now
teardown.
you got to do is make sure you keep your record to make sure that we are, in case there's any discussion about it, I can show it. So I gave you a bill. You owe me $100. So leave me alone. I paid you. And we're even, right? I didn't say we paid each other off. I said we're even. Say, give me $100 bill, I give you $100 bill. Now we're even. So, forget it. That's the way they take whatever you buy. But here's another little incident that you don't know. When you're paying that $30,000, that's not money that they bank loaned you. That's not money. They didn't loan you that. They kept the paperwork, which represents $30,000. So you were paying the $30,000 back with interest.
Get up there.
Unlawful. You can go to prison. I don't care if you're General Motors. It doesn't matter. You do something illegal and unlawful, stealing other people's money or ripping them off or doing something, and you found guilty in court, you can go to prison for that. It's called RICO, the RICO Act in California, and RICO Act in America.
This is right,
it has
actually,
to do with racketeering law. So one of the racketeering laws that RICO says that they accept for money is not loaned. For money that is not loaned. In fact, it's a felony, and you can go to prison for that. Why did they put that into the RICO law in America? Why? Because of the mafia. Mafia was making loans to people, loan sharking. And they give you $500, but by the time you pay them back, it's $6,000. And so they're collecting a lot of interest on you. But you see, now with the RICO laws, you can go to the feds and say, look, I borrowed $500 a year. I've got $6,000 I paid him back. And now he can go to prison under RICO law. That's against the law to charge interest.
Don't know what you do here.
But it's also against the law, really against the law, to charge interest on something you never paid anything. So somebody is charging you interest on money they never gave you. That's a real rip-off. And so therefore, when you check with the law book, you'll see that you paid interest on a loan, on your car, on your home. And the law says you pay interest if you can't pay interest on something it was never given to you. So the banks would say, well, see, we give you $300,000 to buy your home. And that's why you owe us interest. No, you never gave me $300,000. You took the paperwork, which represented the $300,000. You put it into the bank and opened the bank account, and then you wrote a check on that $300,000 to the homeowner. But you didn't give me $300,000. You took the property, which was worth $300,000, and then put it into a private banking account without telling me, and then wrote another check on it. And so you never paid me anything. Oh, well, now the bank knows that you have found them out. And the first thing they will do is call the lawyer. And they will tell the lawyers, we got some problems here. Some guy just came to the bank, he said that he didn't owe them money. And according to RICO law, we're collecting interest on money we didn't give them. And that's serious. You better get down here quick and break the lawyer. Why? Because he's right. And if he goes to court, we may be going to jail You may be going to jail for them. Our carnage legal law, or to the federal commercial law, because we didn't give them a nickel, and yet we're collecting interest on supposedly gave them $300. So I'm just saying that when you look into banking and how it really works, how government really works, how the whole entire system of Western civilization really works, you better go back and do some homework. You haven't figured it out how big and how nasty this whole commercial, governmental, educational, military, whole system that people working in the Western world is corrupt, lying, high price,
Yeah.
amazing how much absolute treason and lies and deception that has been misleading the people into believing things which are just not true. So my point being is that if you're going to talk about banking, go back and look at where it
What's this?
all came from. Go back to the 19th century, back to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th century AD. That's the and you will see that most of all banking comes from the Knights Templars, and the Knights Templars was a Catholic, Roman Catholic, Masonic order, a secret society within the Roman Catholic Church. Go back and read it in an encyclopedia.
Okay. You're still chasing me?
And it has few people who are ignorant. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know to learn, and they're never going to.
Oops. That's actually quite fun, that.
Be a lawyer or going to be a painter, going to study it. It's never going to tell you what I tell you. It's just going to tell you the procedure. Here's the way the word does that. Now, if you're going to be a banker, here's what you have to do.
Oh, here we go again.
The student never says, wait a minute. What the hell are you talking about? Is this legal? Is this lawful under federal law, under international commercial law? Is this legal? All of a sudden, your college is over. They've had enough of you. You're talking too much. You're thinking too much. You not only do not get a degree, but you get kicked out. They don't want you talking to the other students like this and telling people to read and study and educate yourself about what is really going on. That's trouble. You're not going to cause that kind of trouble. They're going to kick you out of college now. Get rid of you. Why? Because you know too much. And now you're talking too much. And everybody else in town is going to hear about it.
He got
and we have a big problem. So we would prefer you keep your mouth shut. Get out of here. They give you a degree. They're banking around here. So the bottom line on all of it is, you need to wake up and understand government, religion, churches, synagogues, mosques. I don't care what kind of religious place you go to. It's all run by the same people. Islam, Christianity, the military, the army, the navy. It's all run by the same people. The whole entire superstructure of Western civilization is run from behind the scenes like a very powerful people. Behind the scenes when your mother was born. You will never know who they are, you will never see them, and there's no way to report them to the public, to the government, because because they are the government. They are the government. Rape, crime, don't like and what you need to do is shut up, go watch your ball game, and have a couple of beers and don't worry about it, because we're in charge. So once you understand how things work, then you begin to wake up to the reality that you are living on a prison planet. The whole world, like the Bible says, the whole world is lying in the power of
Yeah, it's alright, yes.
which means the entire world of mankind is lying in the power of deception.
It's actually got better physics than some games, actually.
War, violence, people, mistreating people, and we talked about how adults are mistreated. Well, yeah, but the government is using you. And you've been acting like a kid all your life. You didn't know anything, so therefore, since you were like a kid, you don't know anything more about it than the 10-year-old. You don't know how, a 10-year-old doesn't know how the government works and banks. Well, that's okay, you don't either. So you're like a child too. There's nothing mature about you. And so therefore, that's why the government is you. Talk about adults children. Well, the government is mistreating you. It's not telling you anything. When did you hear about any of this stuff on the nightly news? When did you ever hear anything on television news about how the bank really works? When did you ever hear anything on the nightly news about who really prints your money? And how your government actually impacts it? When you hear anything about this? No, all you hear is your basketball scores, your football scores, your soccer balls, your tennis balls, your bowling balls, your ping pong balls, and your baseball, your basketball, all the ball games, the weather, sports. And that's it. That's all you need to know. They just I'm afraid so. I'm afraid. That's it. That's the way the world works. It's all high crime, treason, and lies, and deception. And as long as the people, the adult people, don't know anything about it, they don't understand anything about it, and nobody reads and nobody understands anything, then everything's fine. It'll continue to go and just get worse and worse and worse, and the corruption will just keep going higher and higher and more evil. But that's life. Life in the big city. So I have always said, that's what I try to do.
Get up.
There you
go.
Of how much is going on that they have no idea about. Educate themselves. Intellectually educate yourself as to where things come from. Who says the government is empowered to do just like that? Who said that the law says this and that? Nobody seems to ask the question. Whose law? Like I said, the attorneys and lawyers, they have to have a license. Why? Because they are doing business with the law book. You can't use the law book business to make money. That's against the law. If I write a story, if I write a novel, and you want to use that novel, well, that's fine. I'm impressed that my novels can be made into a movie, but you have better get my permission to make a movie on my book. That's my book, my story. If you want to use it, maybe I'll let you if you pay me up front.
Good that.
What I want. Why? Because I own the story, not you. So if you want to use my story, then pay me. If you don't pay me, then don't use it. Well, that's the same thing the lawyers are told when they get their law degree. They're now able to make money from the law books that you have read and studied. But the people who wrote the law book, they own the copyright on that law book. to go out and use that law book to make money in court. So you can't go out and make money in court with my law book that I wrote without a permit or a license. So when you have a license, they have paid money. They have paid whatever they do. They have paid me. It's my law book. I'm supposed to not making money. My law book. My law book. Work out. That's fine. Pay me. Get a license. Doing this work. You don't have a license? Yeah, I'll throw you out of court. You have no right to use my law book. So just understand that about the law. Even lawyers have to have a license. Just like you need a license to get married. Just like you need a license and a permit to do this, a permit to do that, a license to do this, a license to build that. You need a permit for this. And all because you don't have any power about that.
Excuse me.
Period. You need to get a permit. You need to get a license. You need to have a permit. You don't have any power. There's power. Knowledge is power. Well, thank you for having me. I always appreciate the program. I thank you too, Peter. It's always a pleasure to talk with you. Well, is that a threat? Oh, no. Oh, all right. No, I'll be happy. Give me a call and send me a message.
Oops, that killed me.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, what's that, guys? I'm just listening to Jordan Maxwell. I like listening to his stuff. Keeps my mind occupied. Hollywood symbols.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Bruce Martello Show, November 20th, 2019, speeding closer and closer to 2020. On today's show, we're going to be talking about symbols, and more symbols, the esoteric translation of symbols, and who better to talk to that about than Jordan Maxwell, who is joining me here. He is, he's no introduction, really, professor, lecturer of symbology, researcher, author. Jordan joins me here. Hello, Jordan. Good to have you on. I just got through watching the riveting series, The Secret Life of Symbols. How fun was it to film that?
Really nice. It was doing that at Gaia. It was at Gaia, and my friend James Pointer was the producer at Kcin, and he got me the job to and from what I gather, my series that I did on that simple series is the highest on the Kcin network.
That's it. A lot of good feedback, a lot of thumbs up.
Yeah, a lot of thumbs up. It was the highest rated because I did 11 different videos, 11 different shows, and each one was the one that got the least like was 93% like the least.
That is something that.
Yeah, and so it was like a 96, 97 likes, 98 likes, 98% likes, 97% likes, and so the least I got on that whole series was 92% likes. So all of my shows were in the 90, from the mid to high 90% likes, which I thought was very incredible. I thought that was astounding that I got that kind of a response because of the shows that we were doing. I didn't think people were going to really understand them very well, but it turned out that, the people liked it.
They love it. They want more of it. You're going to be up there competing with the Disney Plus app. You know, they just launched that. No, it's as good as anything they can put out. And you know what's crazy? All these Disney movies, the latest, you know, Marvel movies, they had a god that's based off of the Greek god, Carnage, with his head cut off. I mean, that's kind of racy for a Disney movie. Now they're showing decapitation. I think the Saudis took them over.
Yeah, I know. Well, Disney is involved in a lot of dark stuff. You have no idea how much dark stuff Disney is into. They're into a lot of communist subversion, Soviet communism crap that they are promoting and their television shows.
Oh yeah, if I may, the Iron Man symbolism, Iron Man, and they show the obvious hammer and sickle and the red and yellow colors in one, and of course, you know, they're into the magic. I see them promoting Thor now, the comic book, Odin, Thor, they're just letting it all out.
How do you reload?
In your face, their stuff really is.
It's insane, Jordan. I was on a plane and I put on the new Lion King, right? And in the old Lion King, they say dawn of a new era, dawn of a new day, the villain. And then the villain goes on and he rallies up a bunch of hyenas like he's Hitler, Stalin, and they have a full-out Nazi scene where they're marching in unison like they were walking SS. It's just unbelievable. And then there's an actual sex scene in the Lion King. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to the Bruce Martin Show, November 20th.
One thing I hate about YouTube is the adverts now. You can't control the adverts.
And the last thing is the brain and the egg of food.
Pinky in the brain.
And Kiki asked the brain and the TV show, what are we going to do today, brain? Do the boss. What are we going to do? And the old rat said, we're going to do what we've always done, take over the world. And then the song starts. They talk about the sun rising on the dawn of a new day. The sun was rising on the new day, the new dawn, and the world was taken over by the Soviet communist bloc. And the Soviet communism is going to take over the world. And that's what the old rap said when he said, what are we going to do today? He said, we're going to take over the world the way we've always done it.
Yeah, and then they show this giant weapon, this electromagnetic pulse giant weapon at the pole. At the very pole of the Earth, and then it gravitates pushing all the consciousness or planets, you know, together.
Oh, in there?
Saturn in particular just crashing down upon the
globe Earth. Absolutely outrageous.
Oh yeah, they talk about their genes being spliced, and then even in some cartoons, the brain, he's a master in robotics. He creates these cyborgs, and he is the brain inside the cyborg that's a politician. So he's controlling a cyborg politician. He's up there making policy.
That's it.
It's so hilarious. It's all stupid.
It's an incredible story of where Disney Studios people who are behind financing, organizing, and directing this.
Oh, here it is.
The money and the operations behind world communism and world Nazism. World Nazism is very powerful today. It's operating all over the earth. But most people don't know that. The Western world, they don't know that the Nazis are an extremely powerful political based order over here. And it's very well hidden. The
Hmm.
Russians are running the earth behind the scenes and
Wow, it's powerful, this, isn't it?
communism and Nazism. They talked about the dawning of a new day in all these speeches. They talked about the sun was rising on the dawn of a new day. You go on the west and type in the dawn of a new day by Adolf Hitler. And it's describing, talking about the coming sun is rising in the dawn of a new day for world Nazism. At the same time, the Soviet Union of communist leaders will start with the dawn of a new day for Soviet communism, showing that they're both being financed, organized, and directed by the same secret society that is being talked about with Putin and the brain.
So in Star Wars, they talk about all the wars are just bogus, and they're just merely selling equipment for the stars. I mean, they're preparing for their real life space war.
That's right. And that's why I think it's coming. I believe we're going to be attacked from outer space. I think there's going to be some kind of an invasion force.
When are they going to come through the Milky Way, Jordan? Because that's the only way I see that, given the ancient structures of the Earth and this protected field that's around the Earth. I mean, there's this crack that I've researched, and that's the Milky Way. I mean, I think they would come in through there.
Well, I'll tell you what I think. I think this invasionary force will come from. I think it's going to come from the planet Saturn.
Yes.
Because I have heard from people at NASA who know that Saturn is inhabited. And we know that Saturn is inhabited. We've got pictures of the vehicles flying into the planet Saturn in their military vehicles. And so this is sort of a military buildup on the planet Saturn. And the reason why it's a buildup, a military buildup is because NASA believes that there's a military buildup being built up on the planet.
Well, I think it's
a lot of military
That's a tough one, isn't it?
A full scale invasion.
I think they've already invaded through their frequency is frequency, and Saturn is a consciousness definitely governs what we do. At one point it was a sun that was closer because you see the ancients would worship by having Saturn on their crowns. But I think the nation's already here, John. They're already here. They already control. From within more of a macrocosmic kind of level. So even from within our bodies, at this parasitical level, they're here. It's just unseen. They come into your sinuses probably when you get sick. They're biting.
There's none of that. They got John Coffin will be very real.
That's right.
I think that the Hollywood has known for a long time, and that's what's behind the power of politics. It's an extraterrestrial, otherworld, demonic establishment, operating in human society behind using Hollywood as a program.
Right. You and I would be
Hollywood is the most otherworld, demonic establishment.
You and I would be the characters in the internet that can see the symbols that are all over. Like Roddy Piper's character. And, my book, the Christmas symbols, I wouldn't have been able to write if it weren't for you. That's kind of like the David Glass. If you get my book, I mean, we've had so many great talks over the years. I was able to,
it's useful, this laser, isn't it?
that helps you see that occult world, helps you see what others don't see, what people like George Maxwell see, people like myself, and these symbols everywhere. It's an occult symbol. Yeah.
Adverts.
Because I've been trying to tell people I think about that for almost 60 years. And I know that sounds well, and I know the writers, I know the television show producers, I know the people well, and I know what they're doing, and I know how they're doing it, and just everybody knows about it and talk about it. And hopefully,
I don't know what to think about that one.
understand what the good children are watching.
It's a dark place.
Propaganda.
I gotta ask you, Jordan, it's a dark place, obviously, and I got, some wanting to make they want to act one day. They're young, and they're young. As one of the relatives, what do I say to them? Like, stay away, that's the devil? Or you got the right thing to say?
No, that there's some people who have lived in Hollywood. They have got to move forward. They're really well connected in Hollywood. And they tell you they are away from Hollywood. It is a very, very evil place. It's a very, very scary place. We're talking about organized crime on a level that you've never even imagined possible. And you're seeing some of these people now being outed for raping so many women in Hollywood, and the what's his name? The one who had the island for prostitutes.
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein. It's the same. You know that castle location is the same castle, same design as the Disney castle. That's right.
And so there's young girls and young kids down there, young boys and kids down there to be raped on the island, so they're just bothered by the law enforcement or anybody anything about it. They were telling let people use that you know when you go into Hollywood, you better stay away.
Oh, I will.
Because you gotta wake up and find out you're involved in organized crime with people who are buying and selling children on a market. They're buying and selling children and selling them around the world. And you have no idea in the world what's going on in Hollywood.
The scariest place for a child. I mean, they literally they ripped the pineal gland out of it.
It's a place for adult women. You gotta know how bad it is for a kid. If adult women are being killed and raped and plugged in and all the stuff that is coming out of Hollywood with all these women who are now popping up talking about all the stuff that's going on. And now they're being raped and sold and bought and sold and all of this. It's a horrible, horrible place.
They've done a good job of the physics on this, haven't they?
The people around me, my relatives, know that stay the hell away. So that's what you think about
So you might want to go into Chicago and join the mob. Join the mob.
It's the same thing, you know?
It's the same identical thing. It's a very frightening criminal element that runs the roof. And they can do whatever they want, get away with whatever they want because they got the money to buy their way out of it. So they can do anything to you if you're a kid or a teenager there. You are a document. They can do whatever they want with you. And there's nobody going to do anything. Nobody's going to touch them because the judges will even tell you in Los Angeles there is no justice. There's just us. Stay away from Hollywood. Stay away from that place called Los Angeles. It's a very, very place.
It's going to be a disaster zone soon. I mean, you see this all the fires. It looks like something out of War of the Worlds.
That's exactly right. And all these people are the best too. And just like Los Angeles, how bad our Los Angeles is, there are whole half-hour shows driving around Los Angeles talking about the human sacrifices of bodies that people are being found in the head with human sacrifices and finding children with their heads being cut off. All
Sounds like Mexico. It sounds like Los Angeles became Mexico. That is probably the biggest physical duplicate of the face of the earth. And it makes all the other physical duplicates around the world look like
I like this laser.
the galaxy is involved with organized crime, with thousands of people. Organized crime, the Roman Empire grows. And this is why the Pope is called the Holy Father, because he has the ability to talk to God. He is the original Godfather. The Holy Father who talks to God is the Godfather in Rome. That's the kind of thinking about the God. He believes himself higher. He believes himself to be higher than God. That's what makes him so unholy. That's what makes him so holy. It's unholy. Yeah. And so Jesus said it would be great to take our Father who was in heaven. Not our Father who lives among of Rome. Oh, yeah. Eating spaghetti and meatballs, so you gotta try that.
Oh, I like this game.
People are using that to wide that there's so much unemployment, there's so much stupidity and hatred with people, and the gang everywhere, they fight, wars with the streets, with alcoholism, drug abuse, police, and police department. It's the ending of human existence there, and female and the lives and turn their back on all the Californians. And it's certain doom is around the corner. I mean, seismologists know the Salton Sea there is a huge time bomb. 9.9 enough to hit that area, that part of the world, and totally sink it into the ground. There will be, I mean, California will be an island into itself like it used to be. And you can imagine what's going to happen with all those millions of 37 and they are running out of water. That's the problem. And so I very bad place. I think something scary is around the corner because if you go by the predictive program, the Demolition Man, Sylvester Stallone, they said that the big earthquake of 2010 destroyed Los Angeles and turned it into San Andreas or something. That's 2010. That means 10 years overdue. That movie came out in 1999 or something. So when they get their script, it might be a little off, but I think 2020 and beyond they're overdue for this one. I mean, they did have it this one. You know, all by the Northern California area. I think they it was by a tropical it's an incredible story about how much is lost in California, and I've heard organized crime and organized citizens are involved in murders in California. And it's being done it's being done with high-tech stuff. Yes, government has high-tech stuff that you sound like lasers that can melt high-rises and people. I've seen the crimes, but I've seen deaths. I've seen them disintegrated. I've seen on YouTube. There's a car, and it's seen by a person tried to get out of their car, and I've seen there's a little car that stopped that person's kitchen. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. It's insane. You think about going to California to take this way.
run the opposite direction.
So you might do it.
All of California State, everybody who thinks that building is a different, dark, place. And talk about corruption in government, the laws of government, the judges are all on the take, the cops are really off the wall. There's violent stuff going on in California. Stay away from that state, period. People who've lived there all their life and have money and do well are leaving California by the thousands or leaving continually. People are getting out of California. They know it's over. It's California state used to be a beautiful state, but now that the secret societies and the powers behind Hollywood have moved into California and are breaking it, destroying it to the ground.
It looks toxic.
It's got to bring it in gays from all over the world. My God, but it's horrible.
There's a toxic cloud booming, and it's just booming, and it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, I think we'll call it a day here, but I'm gonna start this game. From the start, it's gonna go on the kids' corner, basically. I like this.
We got out.
I got out. I was there for 16 years. I had it back on 40 in one state. The last time I heard it was 38 of the 39 million people in California, and they're running out of water. Can you imagine what life is going to be like with 40 million people with no water, no food, no work, no money? 40 million people with no food or water? My God, you don't have to be a genius to figure out that's the one place you don't want to
It's going to be a mass extinction, population control conducted in California. Absolutely.
That's right. No doubt about it. It's a scary place.
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it because my whole family is dead, and they don't listen. The family's the worst to try to wake up. It's like the movie they live, it's like the scene where he's literally beating his friend up with this, and hitting him with a garbage can so he can put on the glasses and see the symbols with the truth.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to try and wake people up.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, they said it wasn't a movie. Robert Piper said it was a document.
And the bride is amazing. That's what I think it was. It's a document. They live. They watch it.
Yeah, they live. It's the most eye-opening film ever made.
And it says that they want to establish the dawn of a new day for the whole world.
Dawn of a new day.
That's the symbol of the Soviet American Soviet Union. That's what it says. It says the dawn of a new day for the entire world.
I heard you mention the Saturn here that they're doing up with I think it's got to have something to do with the Kcin mythology. Titan. They keep mentioning Titans here and in this movie Titans there. Almost everywhere the females that the monsters, or in Godzilla, the monsters were the Titans. And they're coming back because they have to destroy humanity to start over again. And it looks like there's this treacherous secret organization called Monarch is controlling the whole thing, and they're bringing the monsters and the Titans back. And one of them is a two-headed monster, which is definitely taken from the Revelations in the Bible. But he's supposed to be a subterranean energy that is coming to destroy humanity. And by 2020, everything is tight. The DC, comics, everything, the whole thing everywhere. Monsters or Titans or monsters, Titans.
Yeah, and also.
Right, guys. Yeah, I think I've shown enough demo of this. Next episode will be this game.